Ladies and gents, girls and boys, Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with another naked sound review. Just doing a simple one on my smartphone again, going through my PJB. It's just room mic stuff. And by the way, if you like my content and the videos, or you find them informative and whatnot, please do give them a like and subscribe, as it really helps me in the algorithm. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, today's bass is this really old. It's really old. It's as old as I am, or perhaps even a little bit older. It's from around 1973 or 1974, something like that. And it's a Greco PB420, I believe. It's one of the very early ones. I'm just playing with the tone down right now. It's got a 34-inch scale on maple neck, with a bone nut, which is right at the fretboard end. It's not inset into the fretboard. Very nicely cut. It's got a nice smooth low action down here. Yeah, it plays really smoothly, and it's got a good big woolly sound. The pickups are probably Maxon. They're Alnico. They're pretty damn hot, and I think these rated 12 point something, if I remember rightly. 12 kilo ohms on the output, so it's quite hot. And I think they sound great. What else is there to say about this? So the body, it seems to me that this is probably Matsumoto or Matsumoto Musical Instrument Alliance made. I think the lower end, the lower priced Greco back then were MMIA, Matsumoto Musical Instrument Alliance made. So probably the neck is probably made by, actually the fit is pretty good, so I think this is entirely Matsumoto. And it's got the plate with the Made in Japan embossed on it, and it's the same plate that you get on all of the early Matsumoto made instruments. It's the smaller size, Made in Japan is embossed on it. And it's got the tuning pegs are like the early iterations of Goto GB1s or GB10s, as they are called now. It's very tarnished, the hardware is. So it's got this a lot of patina on it, a lot of character. And the fretboard as well, the finish is wearing off of the fretboard, so it's been sanded and treated so that it doesn't peel any further. Sounds great to me. It's distorting a bit, as it's very powerful. Let's take the volume all the way up, the tone all the way up, sorry. Yeah, it's really quite easy to play. It's got a nice low action. It can easily achieve 1.5 millimeters, and yeah, the neck stood the test of time. The truss rod is still operational. So apart from it looking a little bit scruffy because it's bloody old and it's got a little bit beaten, it plays very well, and I think it sounds great. I love the sound of it. Yeah. This is listing now, and it's not all that expensive, of course. It's around sort of like $420. So I'm keeping in tradition there. It's $420, so I'm gonna sell it at $420. I've done some work on it to make it play nicely, and just to keep it from falling apart, like, you know, just treating a little bit on the fretboard and on the headstock as well, to stop it from peeling off and falling apart, just restoring little parts of it here and there. But I love the character of it, and I think the body is agathis with it looks like it's got either this is a maple or it's I've forgotten the name of the wood. It's the same wood that they use on, I think, yeah, daiko drums here, or the big drums here in Japan. The graining on it is quite swirly, dramatic. But yeah, that's a veneer on the back and top there, and then the rest of it I think is a mixture of agathis and Asian mahogany or something like that. But it's cool. It's a really cool bass. I like it. I would prefer it probably with a black pick guard, but this is the original pick guard, so I don't really want to mess around with that. And if anybody is interested in buying this bass, I can route out truss access for just a little bit extra. You know, just pay for the labor. I can get that done. I recommend having that done because it just makes it easier to make adjustments if you need to. But yeah, it's a pretty rugged bass. It stood the test of time, plays great. I think it sounds wicked, and it's not that heavy, you know. You're looking at about, let's just do my human scale test. My left arm is telling me this is 4.1 kilograms. Let's see if I am right. Here we go with the challenge. Let's get this on. Okay, that's it. Oh, it's a bit heavier than I thought. It's 4.35. 4.35 on the hanging scale, so it's a moderately weighted instrument. It's not that light, it's not that heavy, but that might have to do, you know, that might be why it actually sounds pretty damn pokey, so it's worth considering. Yeah, anyway, that'll do it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching as usual, and if you want this bass, you can follow the links below. Hopefully it'll show up in the Shopify carousel, but I have been having problems with that recently. I don't know, they're really weird about how you title things and stuff. Like, if you don't title it a certain way, it won't show up, and I still can't figure out what it is. Some of them work, some of them don't. But I've also linked it in the video card as well. So either way, it's easy to just click on the link and directly buy the bass if you want it. Alright, cheers guys, thanks as ever, and I'll see you the next time for another Naked Sound review, or whatever it might be, or an update on Funky Junk, or whatever it might be. Alright, have a good one.